Warning: the following contains graphic images of radiation burns. Viewer discretion is advised. The opening scene of the original Godzilla movie, The Destruction of the Maru, was inspired by an actual tragedy that happened a few months prior. There was a Japanese fishing boat that was commissioned in 1947 and had been operating ever since. It was called the Daifuku Ryu Maru, or in English, the Lucky Dragon Number 5. Despite warnings from the government of nuclear tests near the Bikini Atoll, the crew members decided to go fishing there anyway. They were men that had families to feed, and, who could really blame them? But while fishing, the crew saw in the west what looked to be another sun. However, this second sun was actually an explosion from an American hydrogen bomb. Much more devastating than the atomic bomb that had decimated Hiroshima and Nagasaki just 9 years prior. Realizing what this was, the crew decided to turn around immediately. However, as the crew was going back, they noticed there was black snow falling on their ship. However, this was not snow. This was ash, fallout from the nuclear explosion. And it was given a horrific name, Death Ash. The crew returned to port and went about their day as if nothing happened. However, many of the crew members would either die soon, or they would live long lives, but would forever be plagued by health problems from the radiation. The first to die was Eikichi Kuboyama, age 39. He died on September 23, 1954, and his request to everyone was, "Please make sure I am the final victim of the nuclear bomb." Some of the crew members would die only a few years later. Others would continue to live for decades with health problems from the radiation. The final surviving member of the crew, Oishi Madashichi, eventually gave up fishing and started his own laundry business, which he ran for 50 years. Possibly due to the radiation, his first child was stillborn, and he eventually developed liver cancer. Madashichi eventually became an anti-nuclear spokesperson, and even wrote a book titled The Day the Sun Rose in the West Bikini, The Lucky Dragon and I. Madashichi died on March 7, 2021, at the age of 87. The Lucky Dragon itself was quarantined for 22 years, as it was incredibly radioactive. The ship is now on display at the Tokyo Metropolitan Museum, where many come to see it. The ship is no longer radioactive, but it remains a symbol of the horrors of nuclear destruction.